Hi guys, so this video is on factoring and the start of quadratics. There are three types of factoring we learned. We learned GCF, or greatest common factor, DOPS, which is difference of perfect squares, and then we learned reverse box or reverse distribution, and that all relates to product sum or trinomials. Alright, so I'm going to skip example 1 for a minute and then we'll come back to it. I want to go down to example 2. Alright, so when we are doing this, I want to first scan, is there a GCF? Okay, and I scan these three and I see that there is a GCF. I can divide all of them by 5. So I'm going to do that first. And when I do that, I want to make sure to put my GCF on the outside. Okay, so now I still need to continue to factor the middle, and I need to ask myself, is it a binomial? Can I do DOPS? No. So then it is a trinomial, so that means I must go ahead and do my product sum. So my product is 16x squared. My sum needs to be 8x. Alright, so I think of 4x and 4x. That will get me 8, but it needs to be a negative 8. So it needs to be negative 4x. Okay, so when I am putting it in the box, my first term is going to go in my first box, and my last term in my last box. And then my middle terms are coming from the numbers that I got off my product sum chart. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and factor. So x times x gets me x squared. Negative 4 would be missing here, and negative 4 there. I'm done. If I'm not solving, remember if it says to solve, I'm making it equal and solving. If it says to factor, I'm just putting my answer in parentheses. So x minus 4 and x minus 4. But I cannot forget about my GCF. Okay, let's look at number 3. Alright, so again, I ask myself these questions. Is there a GCF? No. Okay, so is it a binomial? Can I do DOPS? Or is it a trinomial and I need to do product sum? It is a binomial. So I look, can these be broken down into perfect squares? They can. So 9 times 9, and p to the power of 2, and p to the power of 2. My parentheses. Good. So now most people would think they're done here, but we're not actually done. If I take a look at my second parentheses, I'm going to see that it is also a binomial that I can do DOPS with. So if I can see that there's still a perfect square, I can continue to break it down. But I can't do it to this one because of the plus sign. It can only be when it is a negative. So always be on the lookout for that. You might have to go an extra step further. When this is multiple choice, or if it is a short answer and I want to check my response, use the calculator trick. So this would go into y1. This would go into y2. If they're equal, then I know I am correct. Alright, so let's go back up to question number 1 now. Question number 1, we didn't really show you during the year, but it might come up. And it does sometimes. So I know you've seen x cubed before, but if you're given 4 terms and it's not a trinomial and it's not a binomial, 4 terms, you can go straight into reverse box. You're just skipping the trinomial part. You're skipping the product, sum, and the trinomial section. So this just goes in straight into reverse box. And I do the same exact thing. I'm thinking, what times what gets me x cubed? X squared times x. X times what gets me 4x, that's 4. And x squared, and 4 over here too. Okay? I see 2 binomials. Can I break this down? No, because of the subtraction. So this is my final answer.